outside is not that cold, and if you take my hand, I'll walk with you to Georgia.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Country with Celine. I am your host, Celine Shamarky, and today we have Angelica Appelman.
You get me so high, don't need to buy a flight to take me there. The way you smile and hold me tight, I could be anywhere. London, Paris, or Rome, can't compare to those nights at home. In your arms, in your eyes, by your side, babe, that's my happy place.
Angelica, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing, Celine?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks for asking. Okay, so first things first. So prior to this interview, you were just telling me that you're going out for dinner tonight to celebrate something crazy, which is your debut single, Happy Place. How are you feeling?
Oh man, I am like so pumped. I just found out a couple days ago that it hit past the 15,000 on streams for Spotify, and it hasn't even been 2 weeks. So I'm like, yeah, I don't have words.
No, of course. And you're an independent artist as well. So seeing so many people stream your songs, especially so soon, it's like such a surreal feeling. So congratulations on that. You better take shots for me.
I definitely will.
Now, why did you choose this song to be your debut single?
Oh, I love that. So there's a few reasons why I chose it. I would say, we're in a pandemic for one, and I'm a pretty optimistic person, and I try to like look at the positive things in life. And this song sprung from living my best life in the pandemic with my family. And so I just kept saying I'm in my happy place. In all those moments where I was with my family. In fact, the photo that I have with my nieces and my nephew, I captioned it "My Happy Place." So I was just like, this is what people need right now. They need like encouragement and a song that they can like vibe to and like get goofy with or sing goofy or whatever. Just to like put those pandemic blues on pause for a little bit, I would say. And then the other reason would be it's very much who I am as a person. Like I feel like if you were to meet me, it's like you would be met with a lot of energy and like warmth, and a lot of what is said in the song speaks to the values of how I grew up and everything. So I think I was like, well, if I'm going to be introducing myself to the country world and say, hey guys, this is who I am, this is probably the best song to do it.
I love that. I love that meaning behind the song. That's why I always ask that question, because you never know what songs are really about until you ask the artist themselves. And because of COVID, oh Lord, honestly, I will say that COVID has been somewhat of a blessing in disguise. I mean, we had to really look at the positive out of everything that was going on, because it's so easy to just see negative. Like, we're in a pandemic, people are getting sick, we can't do this, we can't do that. But when you take a step back, we were locked in our homes with our family. And if you really think about that, prior to COVID, we were constantly working. We were either going to school, we were going out with our friends even. We never really paid that much attention to the ones who love us the most. And with COVID, that's what it allowed us to do, which the meaning of your song goes exactly hand in hand with that. So I truly love that.
Thank you. I was just going to say you hit it right on the head. Like that was exactly like what I was thinking was, we're complaining about, oh, we can't travel here. Like I even say in the song, like London, Paris, or Rome. Yep. But like, really, I just want to be at home with my loved ones. And like so many of us couldn't even see our loved ones during the pandemic. So when you do have those moments, it's really good to cherish them.
Oh, no, for sure. Yeah. A lot of people they weren't able to see their grandparents, or even if someone was in the hospital, it's just so sad no one can visit. Even now, the restrictions are so tight that you can't even go in with let's say your mother, if God forbid something happens, or your grandma or whatever. It's just, it's a scary time, but like we were saying, you just got to think on the brighter side of things. And speaking of the brighter side, going from happy place, this is going to be an exciting year for you because you're going to debut your EP Reasons or a Season. So that's going to be released later this year. So what can you share about this EP?
So this EP is also really special to me. I mean, this whole journey has been really special to me because kind of like what you were saying about the pandemic, we've all had a lot of time to like really think about what we really want out of life. And I think I took that time to be like, what am I doing? Music is what sets my heart on fire. Like, I'm writing all the time. I think it's time I lose the fear and I just like go for it. And so I thought about really like what these like my 20s have meant to me, or like what I kind of went through. Gonna be turning 30 in a couple of years and I'm a little nervous about it. So
Whoa.
I know I don't look it, but I
What?
Yeah.
Okay. That wouldn't even crossed my mind.
I know. Crazy. I know.
Yeah, what skin products do you use?
I don't know. It's called ring lights, and
I think we should.
Just kidding.
Oh, and ring lights. I actually thought that was something for a second. Then my ring light is right above us, right above with me too. That's so funny.
Nice.
So you were saying that because of COVID, you got to write more songs and actually start to pursue this career. Was this when you realized you really wanted to pursue music, or was it something that you wanted to do prior to COVID? Just COVID kind of gave you the boost, or did everything just happen as soon as COVID happened?
Basically, I've been singing and writing music like my whole life. So I've been singing since I was like, I don't know, I could talk, and I've been writing music since I was 13. So it's kind of always been something that's been a part of me. I've been like, I went to school for the performing arts. I did lots of musicals. I was like performing like little Shania shows with my cousins and my sisters. Like, so it was always something that like stayed with me, and like we were always listening to country music. But I think it took the pandemic to be like, you've had this many years of just like not doing what you want to do. And also I did have some like health struggles too for a few years that really held me back. And I thought like, oh, I'm never going to be able to do this again. And so just with all those things piled up, I was like, it's time I let go of the fear and I just like go for what I really want in life. And that was country music, to be a songwriter, to be a singer, and to do it professionally. And then I would say, sorry, like back to your question about the reason or a season, the reason that it's so important for me is like, it's kind of all of the different seasons that I've been through, and like, what do those relationships mean? Are they here for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, which is the quote that it's from. And that was kind of a very monumental quote throughout this pandemic that I kept going back to. I was like, why is this person leaving me? Or why are these great things happening to me? Or why am I in a season of like anger? I don't know, whatever it was, right? And whatever relationship it was, I was just like, there has to be a reason behind this, or maybe it's just they're meant to be here for a season.
You know, I really love that point that you just touched on, because I was just watching this video on Instagram, and it was of this professor talking about memories. And he was saying, yes, memories are amazing to cherish, like they're always going to be there, but memories are in the past, and moving forward, yeah, you can cherish your memory, but everything that happens, there was a reason for everything that happened. So you just have to learn the mistake out of, if this happened, find the mistake and then move forward from it, and so that never happens again. Or like if someone, like you were saying, leaves you, there's always a reason for everything. And sometimes it can be so hard to grasp, because some things happen out of our control that are tragic, and in the moment it's just, you just lose everything. You just, your mind goes blank. You can't think of why this happened. Why did this happen to me? But then gradually you kind of understand, even though it can be so like, it's just strange to understand, but you just learn to grow with it, and you learn, okay, like, I have to accept the fact that this happened and move forward. And even going off of like a specific, like a death or something even tragic like that, yes, it's tragic, but there's always something beautiful on the other side of it, which you really got to look at. And even like you were saying too, with like your health issues too, like you realize that after the fact, then, because in the moment you're just stuck in a bubble and you feel like that's it. But after, you really do blossom and you realize, I'm going to go for what I want to do, because life is short. And you're not guaranteed the next day, the next minute, the next second. It's truly a blessing. So if you want to do something, you go and do it. And that is exactly what you were doing. And honestly, that's amazing, because sometimes it's so hard for some people to do what they want to do because there's so many negativity around them. But just block out all the haters and just go for what you want.
Thank you so much. I was getting like a little bit teary-eyed listening to that. Like you should be an inspirational coach or something. I feel like you really understand sort of like that journey, and like it's good to have people that are positive and like that see, again, like, is it a reason or a season? Everything happens for a reason. I've always believed that.
Yep, it's the most truest. Is truest even a word? It is the most truest saying out there. I don't think that's a word. I was never an English major, but it's okay. It's a word now.
I think it is. We'll go with it.
Okay, we'll just go with it. So country music. You grew up listening to country music. Influences. Who were you so influenced by growing up?
Oh, I love 90s country.
Okay.
So I always say I want to bring it back because I miss it. Like, I actually saw my friend Jessie T, who's also a great singer-songwriter. She posted this TikTok the other day of like, if you're a real country star, like you'll know every word to this. And it was all of these amazing songs like Martina, Faith, like Garth Brooks, Brooks and Dunn, like, like name it. But my main influences were definitely Shania, but I loved Faith Hill. Like, when I was 10 years old, I was singing There You'll Be like every night on the karaoke machine. That was my favorite song. I loved I Can Feel You Breathe. Martina Mcbride, and like just the way that like her voice soars. I always try to find those kind of like moments where I can have like space so that I can do that when I sing, because I feel like it's very like integral to my sound and what I love to hear. And I love like just like the clarity and the storytelling. Of course, I know everybody says the storytelling, but like that's what country music's all about, right?
Yeah.
And then Garth Brooks was another big one. And even Blue Rodeo. Blue Rodeo was a big one in my family as well.
Garth Brooks, I was just thinking about him in the car today. I'm like, I wish he would put his music on Apple Music. I'm like, I want to hear him, but I can't hear him because he's not on like these what are the music outlets. I'm like, this is so crappy, but I mean, for his own reasons, okay, that's fine. But I love that you love all the female 90s country stars, because usually when I ask that question, it's I never really hear Faith Hill. That's actually the first time that I've heard Faith Hill, which I absolutely love that. And talking about Faith Hill, this is kind of a little bit off topic. Have you watched Yellowstone?
Yes, I have.
So you watched what's it called? The 1883 with Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, the one where they both starred in it together?
No, actually. I thought you were talking about the show, the TV show?
Yeah, the TV show, but there's like a spin-off of Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Like they did one together. Like it's Yellowstone, but it's like it's like a sequel or a pre-sequel. Like I don't know how to like with them.
I need to go and watch this. I don't know what it is.
Honestly, it's okay. I didn't watch it yet, but I want to watch it. I was just curious because you said Faith Hill, so I was like, I want to ask her if she's watched this. But you've watched Yellowstone though. You're in the process. Honestly, AC has my heart.
Oh, me too. I saw your Instagram today.
Oh, I love him. I love him.
Okay,
Okay,
do not, yeah.
honest. Did you know he was in 50 Shades of Grey too?
No, are we moving to a different interview?
Oh, I know this is kind of going sideways here.
No, that's so funny.
He was in 50 Shades. I think he was. I don't know if he was the psych. Oh no, he was the brother of Christian Grey. I just found that out because I started watching Yellowstone, and then it brought me to that page. But nonetheless, he's just. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so dream collaboration. You were naming like quite a bit of female powerhouses there. So who would it be?
I mean, I gotta say Faith Hill, if we're talking like the 90s for sure, like my childhood self would just lose her mind. I also just found out recently that she was a legal assistant, and that's what I do for a day job, so that's kind of a cool correlation.
Oh, no way, I didn't know that.
And then like today, I love Tennille Arts. She's one of my faves. Actually both Tennilles are great. But like I also love Lainey Wilson. Like she's amazing, and I feel like she's gonna do great things, and it'd be great to just be on that train with her. Or actually, I love Ashley Cook.
Okay.
Ashley Cook is like real good, doing real good things, and she's an independent artist, so like it could happen. Like I could like knock at her door somehow and make it happen. Honestly, I mean, she shared one of my videos once of a cover I did of one of her songs. So I was like, maybe that's an in, maybe.
Message her.
Yeah, I would absolutely love to. I think she's so great, and she's doing such great things.
All four of those artists that you just mentioned, like both Tennille's and Lainey and Ashley, are such talented lyricists.
Lyricists, yeah.
Lyricists, there we go. They're so talented, and Ashley Cook is getting a lot of playtime on the highway now. Like kudos to her for that, because that's crazy. That's the goal for lots of you country artists, on the highway, because it's one of the biggest stations to play country music.
Yeah, gonna start tagging them and everything. Like
you got to do it. Make TikToks, just keep adding the highway, and eventually it will all happen, because TikTok blows you up. If like you make the right video, it will go viral, which is so crazy, but so cool at the same time.
So cool.
And now, before I let you go, we're going to play a little game, Country with Celine Rapid Fire. So I'm going to ask you this or that questions. Okay?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so the first one. Are you a dog person or a cat person?
Dogs.
Calling or texting?
Oh, calling. I am the worst texter, and people actually get annoyed with me when I'm calling all the time.
Oh my God. It's okay. Calling is so much easier. So much easier. Tropical vacation or a ski vacation?
Oh, tropical.
Tim Hortons or Starbucks?
Starbucks.
Tim McGraw or Garth Brooks?
Oh, ouch. Oh man, that's like my two childhood. Okay. Tim McGraw.
Okay, and then I have a harder one. Shania Twain or Faith Hill?
Oh man. I'm gonna have to go with Faith Hill just because of got my heart.
Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
Yeah.
The duo, the dynamic duo. I lost my tongue there for a second.
And their love, like It's Your Love, and like all of the duets they do. I like sing both parts.
Oh, you know what? That should be trending on TikTok, because I see all these duets trending, these country songs. A Faith Hill and Tim McGraw song should be trending. Like,
oh yeah,
this happen now.
Oh my gosh, we need to make that happen.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Angelica, for joining me today on Country with Celine. It was so awesome getting to know you, and I'm really excited to hearing your EP coming out this year.
Thank you. I'm so excited too. Thanks for having me.
That's